Yeah, it goes everybody, because today we'll continue to play Void of Desire. Where were we? Here we are. I guess you have a lot to think about. Knowing that everything is more or less under control, then I'll be leaving. She stood up. Are you leaving already? She just said she's gonna leave already. What the fuck? At the start already, it's pissing me off. Fucking really, dude. You just said the thing. Fucking dialogue bullshit. Yeah, I'll go calm Shizu down too. Though it may not seem like it, she was worried about you. Before I go, one last thing, Kazuya. She had a slight smile on her face. Congratulations on everything you've achieved. I'm very grateful for being weak and easily manipulated. Wow. Thanks. I accept the award for biggest idiot of the year. Hope we meet again another time. Of course, we will see each other again, you and Shizu. She completed her smile and quietly left, even though her mouth was sewn shut, not shown. For my part, I asked myself again what my decision would be in this regard. Since time was running against me. Come. That voice. Is that you? Who else could it be? It says Lilith. Come. Follow my voice. I got up and looked for where she was calling for me. Okay. Where are you, Lilith? I looked and couldn't find her anywhere. Head to where we first met. You mean where else could it mean, you stupid fucking idiot? I put on my boots and fixed my hair. Then I went to the big tree. God, this guy's so fucking idiotic. When I arrived, Lilith was under the branches waiting for me. Good morning, little one. Lilith, what's going on? Seems like the first time you see me. It's not that. It's just I was thinking about what you said yesterday and... Oh, have you made up your mind about it yet? No. So? I think that before that I should ask you what you want more. What I want? I shouldn't make such an important decision without first asking you what you want to do, right? She began to laugh in her characteristic voice. Just when I thought I knew everything about you, you go and surprise me again. Okay. I will tell you what I want, but I propose something to you. I hear you. I know you're debating whether to stay with me or, on the contrary, that I go with you. Right? You can show me that you have enough will to choose both your destiny and mine. Or if you don't think you can leave it in my hands. But you must accept and obey what I decide, whatever it is. Whether you like it or not. Come on, tell me. Let's play. I clenched my fist as I considered all the possibilities and outcomes of my next words. What is my decision? Let's see. You will come with me. In that case, I want you to come with me. To the city. Are you sure? I am. Today, together with me, you will leave this forest heading to the city. So it's decided. You and I will start over in the big city. I felt a certain relief and joy despite not knowing what the future would bring us. But I did know that things from now on would be very different. No shit, you think? You think things are gonna go back to normal? Especially since you decided to bring someone with you. Someone that can actually destroy millions of people again. I took her hand and she smiled. After that little talk, we spent the day together. Until the time to leave drew near. I said goodbye to Rin and Shizu. Lilith didn't want to get close to them for obvious reasons. She didn't come back with me in the car either. She said such a long journey in that form would be too tiring for her, so we decided that I would summon her just like we did the first time. Wow, lucky. She doesn't have to suffer the long, boring, painful trip of vacation spot to the city. Some time had passed since we came to live in the city. Lilith stayed at my house. There was no problem since I lived alone. She slowly got used to the new environment. Although, however, she always refused to leave the house too much, since she scented the rest of the people and them humans stared at her form. Couldn't she just change forms? She is the... Yeah, she does all this fancy magic, and she can't even transform. Fucking... Since she said that the rest... wait. That didn't matter to me. Every day that I came home from work, she greeted me with a smile on her face. Sometimes she would try to greet me with a hot meal that she barely managed, but that didn't matter to me either. So he just took home a waifu? Alright. Okay. I knew I made the right decision, and that all the rest was worth it. Every time I, a poor man, admired her smile. Okay. Is that it? Are we done? The year is... Oh, desire end? Okay. That was quick. Whatever. I will stay here with you. I decided to stay here with you. Will you stay here? I just said that. In the forest. Exact. What do you mean exact? You mean exactly? But then you'll lose your job, friends, and... That doesn't matter. I want to stay here, next to you. In this place you are calm and relaxed, right? Yes, that's right. So, it seemed that the decision had already been made. I would stay here in the cabins together with Lilith, even though aren't you supposed to pay for that cabin, but since you no longer desire to work and have a job and have, money... How are you gonna live? I knew that in exchange I would have to sacrifice my job status and contacts. I knew men would call me crazy for doing it. But I was calm, and stupid, and idiotic, and moronic. After that, I went back to pack my things and take them to the cabins. I got my savings and documentation. Obviously, I wasn't going to do it all without thinking. I had a plan. When I got back, I'd find a job nearby so I could at least support myself, but not too many luxuries. Okay. I didn't need them either when I thought about it. Okay. She was already there to fill that void. As she always said, she was a herald of desire. Okay. Wait, what? Okay. Our days in this cabin as well as our meeting were extremely magical. Almost ephemeral, but ours. She cared for me and guided me. I controlled her instinct and thirst. How? Maybe it wasn't the best, but it certainly wasn't the worst. That was our destiny. And the result of our choices and emotions. Okay. Okay. Whatever. Load. Several days ago, I came to this place on holiday to rest and disconnect from everything. I chose this place because it's a very quiet and peaceful place to relax. Although, on the other hand, there was almost nothing to do. Luckily, this apparent boredom or lack of stimulation was saved thanks to a sweet and shy demi-human. Her name was Rin. Wait, what am I doing? Yeah, why can't I just load? Yeah. Load. Yeah, okay. Oh, did I click on something else? Let Lily decide. Better tell me what you want to do. In that case, I decide to go with you to the city. Are you sure? Yes, I want to taste what life is like out there. From your hand. So it's decided. You and I will start over in the big city. I felt a certain relief and joy, despite not knowing what the future would bring us. But I did know that things from now on would be very different. I shook her head and she smiled. After that little talk, we spent a day together. Until the time to leave drew near, I said goodbye to Rin and Shizu. Various reasons. A long trip. She didn't come. Decided to be summoned. And then what? Some time had passed as we came to live in the city. Let us stay at my house. There was no problem. She's the rest of the people. Whatever happened to her corrupting everyone and anything around her, but I guess that's just swept off. I guess nobody cares to think about that because who cares? Because you got a waifu now. That doesn't make any sense. It's like it's like taking a piece of lava home and then wondering, hey, can you stop melting stuff? Oh, what's the epilogue? Should I? Yeah. Whatever. Several days ago, I came to this place on holiday to rest and disconnect from everything. I chose this place because it's a very quiet and peaceful place to relax, although on the other hand, there was almost nothing to do. Luckily, this apparent boredom or lack of stimulation was saved thanks to a sweet and shy demi-human. Her name was Rin. I met her on my arrival, and she treated me very kindly. I noticed her as was obvious. Well, she had a special aura. I said spectral. Special aura and charm that caught my attention. Today I decided to take a little initiative and invite her to hang out together. So I took one last sip of my cup of tea. I put it down on the table and got up to head towards her house. Okay. I walked to her door. For a moment I doubled my daring, but doubted. Shit. I thought it said doubled. Doubted my daring. Is it daring? Yep. But maybe it was now or never. If I wanted to enjoy being here, life itself, I had to dare to make these kinds of decisions. I raised my fist and hit the aged wood of the door with some force. 1 second, she said from a distance. After a few seconds, she opened. Are you Kazuya? Hi, Rin. It's me. Oh, Kazuya. Good morning. A sweet, shy smile graced her face as a form of courtesy. What brings you here? Well, you see, I come uncomfortably after saying those wrong words. Shit. I was wondering if you'd like to come for a walk with me since it's such a great day. A walk, you say? Yep. She muttered weakly while thinking. Well, fuck, why can't I read? Or is the font just that awful? The while word looks like white. I fucking hate this font style. That's fine. I thought I said that's June. Holy shit. Yeah, I like the idea. Give me a second to tell my sister. Sure, no problem. Rin turned and melted into the hallway of her house. Wait, I thought she was a zombie-like thing. I didn't think she was a slime now. I patiently waited for her arrival to be able to go for a walk. I wasn't completely nervous, but I was kind of impatient. Obviously, Rin was a demi-human who had her eyes sewn up with thread. Yeah, why? Apparently more parts of her body were in the same position. Yeah, you think? Some in better condition than others. I suppose that nuance was not to everyone's liking. But in this case, I didn't care at all. Kazuya, I'm ready. Shall we go? Of course, let's go. We both headed for the dusty dirt road and followed the path. The sun, together with a pleasant breeze, accompanied us in the environment. We kept a certain distance in silence, so what was the point of the walk? You had to break that and do something. With my heart racing, I had the courage to reach out and take her hand. It didn't seem to bother her, so I quickly thought of something to talk about. What can I talk to her about? Okay. Ask about her. Tell me, Rin, what do you do on a daily basis? Do you work nearby? Me? Yeah, who else could it be? Is there another person or demi-human here named Rin? I just take care of Shizu, my sister. And how can you eat and pay bills? Not all creatures have the same functioning as humans. Oh, I understand. My attempt didn't seem to go too well. Haha. The silence continued in the environment until she broke it. And what about you, Kazuya? Me? Who else could it be? Is there a human or non-human here that also has the same Kazuya? You fucking idiot. Yeah. What did you do before coming here? I was just a simple office worker, you know. It's not an entirely interesting job to tell. I was quite busy and exhausted, so I decided to come to this place in my holiday week. When those days are over, you will go back to your home, right? Yeah, I'm afraid so. Rin then seemed to put a sad grimace on her face. Are you okay? Yeah. It's just, the thought that you're going to leave makes me a little sad. You haven't been with me for a long time, but I'm used to chatting with you. But you don't have to worry, we'll meet again, I'm sure. And if it's not that way, then I'll go and meet you. I jerked my head, trying to give a negative answer to her concern. In fact, I think we have such a connection together, even though I don't really particularly see it, that I would like to trust you more. That is why I would like to tell you something. Sure, go ahead. We kept walking while all of nature followed us. Like a bell of unreality, it seemed that at that moment, only she and I existed. I'm not completely blind. As you can see, I am made up of parts of other bodies that lost their lives long ago. She's helped me, and to this day she continues to take care of my body. Okay. And in return you take care of her. That's understandable. For me, reality is very different from yours. I know that many times I can seem elusive or cold with emotions, but I wasn't like that before. I'm more tense than usual with you. Why? The reason is simple, Kazuya. You make my world shake. She squeezed my hand tightly. We don't really know each other yet. Yeah, like I only went here for the holiday vacation. It's like 7 days, and you're like, huh, I've fallen in love with you within these 7 days. Really? Fucking really? We still have 1,000 conversations to have and traits to discover. But part of me has a special sensitivity and intuition. And of all the people I've met, no one has sparked such interest and enthusiasm in me as you. Rin. She also lowered her head in shyness. That's why I apologize to you. In case my attitude wasn't the best. It's hard for me to avoid it when I, despite not having vision, I can feel the colors of the world around me thanks to you. That despite not being able to catch a glimpse of sunset, you'll make me dream of a tomorrow if that means being able to spend a little more time with you. I kept silent as my heart raced. No one had ever said such things to me before, and not to fool myself, I also felt the same way. Kazuya, yeah? I know I'm being very bold, but I would like you to accompany me to a place tomorrow. Where would you like to go? It'll be a secret because I'd be embarrassed to say it while you're looking at me. So you want my eyes sewn shut so I won't be able to look at you? It's okay, tomorrow we will go wherever you want. Thank you, Kazuya. Thank you for listening to me and for being with me. Your company, I begin to feel that it is becoming a necessity for me, like honey for a bee. So you're becoming dependent on me just to alleviate your boredom? Gosh. She let go of my hand and walked away. I have to go back to Shizu. Do you mind if we end our walk here? Of course not at all. Do you know where that big tree is near the cabins? I know it very well. Wait for me there in the afternoon, okay? Sure. I was jumping for joy inside me. So, she approached and caressed my face and then gave me an unsuspecting kiss on the cheek. Wait, sorry Rin, but your upper lip is stuck in my other cheek. Can you go and get it? Because she has body parts all, yeah. She's made of stitched up body parts. So it's possible that could happen. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you later, Kazuya, even though I'm blind. I mean, technically, my eyes are sewn shut. See you tomorrow, Rin. I'll be counting down the hours and minutes until then. She smiled shyly and left. I continued on the path a little longer before returning home. I couldn't quite believe that Rin would say something like that to me. Did she really like me? A big smile lit up my face. Okay. I waited almost without being able to sleep that night until the day came. And I was very nervous in her statement of feelings, so I went before she had to wait for me. I leaned my back against the big trunk and enjoyed that certain calm before she arrived. But why would she have dated me precisely on this side? Is it her favorite place? Or is she planning to do something else? Yeah, she wants me to become part of the tree and hang me. Kazuya, Rin, listen to me. Where are you? Cold thin hands covered my eyes. That's what Rin says. Alright. What's going on? Why are you covering my eyes? I don't want you to look at me yet. There's something you need to know first. Do you remember yesterday when I told you that I was not completely blind? I remember. Well, are you a Cyclops? I talked to Shiza about how I felt, and her words were that I simply should let go of the emotions that were blooming in me. So I made a decision. My eyes. Oh, okay. Cool, you can see now. Rin let me see her and I could clearly see a big change. Now, she had large, delicate blue and green eyes that now looked at me with a shy sweetness. I decided I wanted to see the world with my own eyes. Why was it soon shut in the first place again? If you could have yeah, what? What is the reason for that? Because you're shy or whatever, but you have no problem coming up to strangers like Kazuya and asking them, hey man, what's up? Is that really what a shy person would actually do? Being able to see everything that lies ahead, thanks to the vision that you yourself have given me without knowing it. Rin, I'm ugly. Absolutely not. You are precious. She smiled slightly and took my hand. But this isn't the only thing I want to show you, Kazuya. Would you come with me somewhere else? No need to ask me, come on. We did not take more than a couple of minutes walking until we reached what seemed like an abandoned cabin. There aren't many people or demi-humans around, but there are plenty of fucking motorcycles that ruin my fucking recording. Thanks a lot, assholes. But in this case, I'm sure no one would ever bother us. Why have you brought me here? I wanted to ask you something. She stroked her hair in a nervous reaction. I wanted to ask you would you stay with me? I don't mean just friendship. I mean, she looked at me with a lot of anguish in her eyes. If you would abandon everything to stay by my side, give up everything. You mean, for you to leave the city, your things and start over with me, here. Why won't you come with me instead? I was very happy for her words, but thinking about something like that so abruptly seemed too soon. Her face changed to a more insecure one as she waited for my answer. Doing something like that overnight would be crazy. I'm not a teenager anymore to do that kind of thing without serious consequences. Well, at least you actually think for once. But what if it was my only chance to be with a woman like Rin? What do I answer? I can't do that, Rin. I can't do something like this so soon, Rin. I'm sorry. No. She stopped me. No. You don't need to say anything else, I understand. But I want to pay attention to what Shiza told me. I will do what these new emotions that you have given me dictate. These new eyes with which to admire the world and life. So, she took my hand. I want you to come inside. Oh, she's gonna put me inside a jar or something. Inside? Are you talking about the cabin? Yeah. Don't make me repeat it again. Alright. But wait, there's more. Before we do that, I want you to close your eyes again. Okay. Dead, we're dead. We got our body chopped up. Each has its own jar, but we're still conscious. I closed my eyes as requested. Thanks. Come, I'll guide you. You walked beside the abandoned cabin and she pulled a chair close to me. Here, sit down. I sat up and she let go of my hand. Do not open your eyes under any circumstances. Rin, maybe this is a bit. Suddenly some ropes imprison me on the old wood of the chair. Uh-oh, here we go. Eh? I opened my eyes, almost on alert. What are you doing? Then a large needle hit the cornea of my eye. Oh, ouch. Yeah, man, don't do that. I need that to see. A desperate scream of pain almost ripped out my throat. My mind began to collapse because of what was happening. I couldn't finish assimilating the ropes or the fact that Rin had pierced my eye. Kazuya, if you don't stay still, I won't be able to do it properly. What the hell are you doing? I screamed again when I could what I could put the words together in my mind. I'm doing what Shizu told me, following my emotions, and I don't want to lose you. So I thought if I made you like me, maybe you could understand how important you are to me. Okay. She took another needle out of her pocket and stuck it into my cheek. The blood began to flow violently and flooded my palate. You're crazy. I tried to express with groans of pain. I don't expect you to understand yet, darling. She grabbed my hand, took another needle out of her pocket and looked at me. Do you know something that would be very romantic? Since we don't have any rings to give each other, how about this? She took the needle and stuck it right between the nail of one of my fingers. I'll cut off one of your fingers and in return, I'll give you one of mine. That's not how that works. I'm still a human. If you attach something that is not part of my body, there's a high chance that it'll rot and give me infection. There's a reason why we are categorized as human and non-human, Rin, or demi-human. God damn it. That way you can always have something of me, right? Right. This part is really entertaining, honestly. This is some Yandere shit. I love it. She took out a small knife and started to cut my skin. It would be really great if they actually had some chemistry in the beginning, because I noticed that a lot of the times it feels like this visual novel focused more on emotional writing than, basic logic. Like, why do you like this character? Never answered. Huh? She took out a small knife and started to cut my skin. Stop. I tried to tell her while the pain paralyzed me. The knife began to cut into my skin while blood stained my clothes and her hand. Don't worry, okay? It won't be long. I know it hurts, but losing you would hurt me more. She kept sawing with the blade of the knife until it pierced my flesh and hit the bone. With a quick gesture and almost without hesitation, she pressed hard to cut it off in one move. All the pain that was attacking my nervous system, the poor vision I had due to blood loss and shock, it made me slowly pass out. And then what happened? Is it done? I came to my senses. I felt pain all over my body and I couldn't open my eyes. Something was holding my eyelids and preventing me from opening them. You've awakened. I tried to speak, but I couldn't either. Don't force yourself to speak, darling. You still have wide open wounds. And don't get up either. Stay here with me. She tried to take me by the right arm in an attempt at a loving hug. You're so hurt right now and you can't even open your eyes. So you have to stay in this bed until you recover. But you don't have to worry. In this room, no one, not even Shizu, will bother us. Now, you should rest more. She grabbed me by the head and tried to comfort me on her chest. Come on, get some sleep. When you wake up, we'll have all the time in the world to talk. Because Kazuya, maybe I was just an empty body before, but now, the emptiness I have has been replaced by desire. I took a deep breath, almost as if I didn't fully assimilate my situation. The pain totally incapacitated me. I couldn't see and almost feel. Just hearing Rin's voice. So with what little sanity I had left, I tried to obey her. I focused on my breathing. I watched the darkness in my eyes. And from that day on, I looked into the abyss inside me with my own eyes forever. Well, that was hilarious. Yeah, okay. There's another episode. Yeah. I'm gonna edit here because I have to prepare for work now. So this is Void of Desire. If you want to try the game for yourselves, the links are in the description. That is all for today. Stay safe and take care of yourselves. Yeah, that's what I noticed about this visual novel. A lot of the times, it's like, wait, there's no CG for Rin? That's stupid. A lot of the times, it's like, what do they call that? It's more emotionally written than it is an actual story. Like an actual story would have logic, right? A logic would have a basic setup, build up, and payoff. There's no setup to this. There's no build up. There's just emotion after emotion after emotion. It's really dumb. Yeah, let's see. Can I hide this? No, that is history. How do I H? There you go. Pretty great. Yeah. It's just emotion after. Yeah, it's emotionally written. There's nothing in it. There's nothing else in it. It's really dumb. Like, how am I supposed to feel something when the way we got there didn't make sense? You know?